Hi babes, and welcome to my channel. And today, my name is Michelle, and today we're going with a requested reading. You guys wanted me to read about this ongoing predictions for October 4th. Let's see what I get to see for you guys. You guys wanted me to do this, so here we are. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that roles could be reversed in between energies, and as I always say, these readings are for your entertainment purposes only, as well as everything said and mentioned is allegedly throughout the whole video. As I always provide the legal disclaimer in English and Spanish for those who want to read it right at the beginning of every video. So with this said, let's move forward. So we got the Ace of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles right here, the Ten of Cups right here, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the bottom, the Emperor right here. Listen, we got here Aries energy, we got here Leo, Sagittarius energy, of course, Taurus, Virgo, we got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energies. Now, I do see in this day scandals that are going to either or resurface, or a scandal. It's mentioning before anything. It's mentioning Lizzo, Lizzo, this alleged singer. Something happens connected to her that day that sounds incredibly, and that is like making headlines that day, right? Now, I do see right here that nothing bad really happens. I do feel right here that people are just feeding this fear. Nothing out of like outrageous. I do see like some like internet having some sort of issues, phone signals and all that. But I do not even see this happening all day. I do see this happening like for a minute, an hour. That's what I see. Like it could be like, whoa. I do feel like some people here are taking it out of context into where they're actually, I do see feeding fear in making people just go insane. And that's the thing about me that I do not feed. I do not feed fear. Fear is the root of all problems in all issues. So that's something that you would never find in my channel. But honestly, I don't see anything negative. I do see like you guys need to see things from a different perspective. There is upcoming changes allegedly when it comes to an announcement, allegedly with financial situations. This could be out of nowhere, some companies announcing that they're going to close. Allegedly here, some places increasing rent incredibly. This could be like an announcement related to rent and related to some employment, into where a lot of people out of nowhere will find out that certain company is going to close, and allegedly they could lose their employment, right? I do see a lot of people waiting for the worst, but it's not going to be like that. There's also allegedly some laws that are connected to fertility that are going to be either or, not just like made up that day, but resurface. Like there is like a conversation that resurface. I do see Mars energy here, into where a lot of things that were either or hidden, that were like played cool, like, oh, it's not gonna happen again, or whatever is done, resurface. I do see a lot of like talking about financial situations, changes, allegedly laws related to fertility that either or is going to be brought up again, or that is going to be added to the one already did. But I just don't see anything super incredibly bad here like people are hoping for. With the Strength card in the reverse right here, Leo energy, of course. Can we clarify this real quick before I say anything? It's all about money. It's all about some sort of like financial change. This, as I said before, this could be related to certain changes in the money of the country, as well as most likely some places are going to be closing. There's very big, I see 4 major companies that are going to be either or announcing to close, or is something that resurface into where people say like, oh, this company is going to be closing, and then eventually does close. With the 4 cups in the reverse and the 2 of wands, they're telling me here, do not believe everything you hear online. It says right here with the 4 cups right here and the reverse and the 2 of wands, says right here that everything that has been on social media, especially TikTok, which is, I know, the main place that is bringing misinformation and causing panic. It says right here that do not believe everything you see online. As I said before, think about it this way. This is something I learned with time. If something is going to happen and we're going to be witnessing, what do you get out of like stressing out of it and just being super stressed out about it? What do you gain out of that? You know what I'm saying? So I do see here that a lot of people make this content just to create panic, to create views. Keep in mind, babes, some content creators out there also use panic not only for views but also for controlling their viewers. So as I said before, everything you hear online when it comes to big news, it says right here with the 4 cups in the reverse, take it with a tweezer, literally, you know what I'm saying, like a grain of salt. Don't say yes or no to it, but don't go crazy. Stop watching those shows or those people, because they're causing panic, and that's something that is not good for you. And if something were to happen or not, being under this panic energy does not do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? But it says right here that it's not that bad how they're planting it. It's more about normal changes, as I said before, like the world goes. You know, like world, life, humans, we are in constant change. It's just normal change. I do see the internet is going to be, or signal or Wi-Fi will have issues. Allegedly, some stores will have to close early. Allegedly, some clothes will have to remain closed until it's fixed. But it's going to be an issue. So the only thing I can tell you for that day, that if you are a person who do not carry cash, they're recommending you to carry enough cash that day, because allegedly the ATM system, internet system, is going to have some issues, but it's because something is being fixed, allegedly. But that is the only major change that could affect most of us, in case that you know, if you go to work and you buy your food, they're recommending you to please either or, again, make your own food if that's the case, or just bring cash. But the main thing is telling you, hey, bring cash, okay? Also, allegedly, for those who have electric cars, that day, those pumps that, you know, that I consider pumps, I don't know how they're called, but this electric pumps for these electric cars could be actually malfunction that day, or not, allegedly not working. So that is pretty much what I see as electrical and Wi-Fi issues and like inconsistency that day, but it's only that day. I don't see it continuously being increasing throughout the other days. Of course, allegedly is telling me here that some places may actually suffer strongly than others, states, countries or so, but it's telling me right here that it's nothing too big. With the 6 of Cups in the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, is talking about, pretty much talking about that, into where like the ATM system is going to be difficult. It says right here with the 9 of Swords in the reverse, there's nothing, again, big major to be worrying about. I do feel like we've been through so much, guys, that there's nothing really that's going to be surprising us. As I said before, where everything is fine in reverse, and we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight and the King of the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. It says right here that people were expecting very bad things happening, and when they face the things that are happening that day, they're not gonna be very shocked, to be honest. It's pretty much another day, another story. Again, some people may say, but Lizzo is not that important to you. To you. There's other people out there that the news about Lizzo that allegedly is going to be resurfacing, or something connected to her that day, is going to be very shocking, because there's people who follow her and who care for her and others don't. So again, just because something is not as important to you doesn't mean that you are the whole population of the world. The same way as maybe the ATM thing is not a big deal for some of you. For others may be very important, especially business owners. They're telling you right here that you're waiting for the end of the world. You will have to set yourself with patience, because there's a lot of things happening before. It says right here, to continue with your faith, continue, your life, relay on the divine and your religious belief. At the end of the day, humans have a thing into where we need to be in control of everything, like know exactly what's happening, how it's happening, but it's more about like the electro situation that day, babes. Like I said before, some places may experience heavier than others, but that's pretty much it. Allegedly right here, this day, right, this could be either or, just whispers or scandals, or most likely whispers, I would say, that there's a law, the equality for marriage. I forgot how it's properly named. So the equality law for marriage for all genders and for everybody allegedly may be threatened, into where somebody that's important may try to like revoke that law that was made in that day. Either or it could come as that's the idea that is born that day, or it could be just, as I said before, whispers about it. But as I said before, allegedly it's going to be just whispers. It's nothing like is going to be set on stone yet, because everything has a process. But the main thing about that day is to carry cash that day, because allegedly most places are going to be having issues with the ATM. So it depends, how much you go out that day, or how important that could be. But that's pretty much it, what I see. Nothing like the end of the world that people were expecting. That's pretty much what I see. I hear whispers, I hear scandals being resurfaced, but the main thing that it's livelihood immediately that day. I do see possible issues with electronics, into where they're recommending you guys to just carry cash that day. Okay, so we're gonna finalize this, as again, that's all I saw. We got here the astrological dices. As I said before, this could be around the world, because I know I have people who watch me all over the world, in Europe, Mexico, Guatemala, and all that. So anywhere you see me, just if you carry cash, then give yourself a high five. You're doing great. You're gonna be fine. But if you don't carry cash like I do, I tend to carry cards. Just try to get some cash before. I will highly recommend you to do it like either or today or the beginning of October, just in case, like I said before, some places may experience that before the 4th. Okay, so before this, just do that. Okay, that's all I see. So with this said, as I said, astrological dices, we got the planets. Right away we started with Jupiter. The planets represents the situation, and it says right here, pertaining to luck, good fortune, what propels you forward, monetary values, prosperous events. And I also see like something with money as well. That could be like a whisper as well. But as I said before, it's all about like money and all that. So but they're not making an emphasis on that, just besides carry cash. But moving forward, the zodiac signs, this is the emotional side. We got Cancer, emotional, troubling, interpersonal relationships, protective, suppressing emotions, maternal instincts. And finally, we got the house, right? We got the first house. And this is the area of life, represents your personal life belongings and physical possessions. How you look, think, or feel can also warn against misfortune. So again, take everything with a grain of salt. Just be careful with your money, manage it properly, have some cash within you. As I do see allegedly that some banks could also have issues because of the possible issue with ATMs and electronic issues that either or could last a whole day, could even be for other people is going to start before that. Allegedly for other people, you know, other places are going to be continuing for a couple days. So it's a good thing for all of us to carry some cash just in case we, you know, see this going and may last a little bit longer than what we wanted. Because as I said before, life is under the butterfly effect. It depends on how things are handled, okay? And keep in mind that when things are happening all over, there is people working on it, but keep in mind that there is a staff, okay, that's limited. So patience is needed for that day. Dress yourself with patience, love and light, protection, and of course, just carry cash, enough cash for that day, perhaps a couple of days in case the issue is going to be fixed, of course, but allegedly it's going to take a little bit longer for other people. So at this point, that's all I got for you. I hope you guys liked it. As I said before, don't always believe everything you see online that's extremely chaotic. As I said before, the thing about some people, they do drive on fear, okay? And I don't drive on that. Like, for example, there was a video on TikTok. People be like, oh my gosh, there is something with the weather happening and nobody's doing anything. Like, what do you want us to do, babe? Like, what do you want us to do? Like, literally dress ourselves like the Avengers and do something like that doesn't happen. So at this point, live day by day. Take everything with a grain of salt. Always use your consciousness, your awareness. Keep around your surroundings. Make proper decisions. Stay safe always in everything you do. And extra thing, just carry cash, enough cash in case. If you usually carry cash, you're going to be fine because it's something that you do on a regular basis. So with this said, that's all I see. As I said before, I want to invite you to follow me on Instagram. I tend to follow back. I also am on TikTok. I do different content over there. They tend to be short, love, career, spiritual readings and all that. I'm also on Spotify. I'm working on getting back at it today as well, as I've been fighting this cough still. I also am on Twitch, as I'm going to do some different lives over there that I cannot do here. So I want to invite you to follow me there as well. Finally, if you're interested in a personal reading, I do offer them. I'm open. You want to actually book with me online. The only way you can book with me is online, and you can find the link in the description box below, as well as you can find the same link on the biography on my Instagram. So with this said, guys, thank you guys so much and love you.